Definitely. So we entered the Canadian ag-retail landscape about 27 months ago. In September of 2012, we purchased a independent business by the name of Dynagra, which had 4 locations in Alberta. Since then, we've increased the size and footprint of our ag-retail business throughout Alberta and Saskatchewan. But what led up to the reasoning and the desire for us to enter the ag-retail space in Canada was the fact that CHS is a growing and evolving company. We do business in 25 different countries and approximately $40 billion US dollars of business on an annual basis. And we looked at the Canadian marketplace as a market that we didn't really have a significant presence in. We've transacted from a grain perspective. We've procured crude oil for our refineries in the US and things like that in Canada in the past. But we didn't have a bricks and mortar asset presence in Canada. So subsequently, when we made our initial purchase of Dynagra in 2012, we found that there was a desire for another retail choice in the Western Canadian provinces, a desire for a retailer that was farmer-owned in nature, and so subsequently we felt that the Canadian marketplace wanted us here, and we're pursuing that path accordingly. So the ARA in the U.S. for us is an important organization. Much like CAAR, it represents the feelings, thoughts, and the needs of the retail area or the retail landscape of the business. ARA and CAAR are very similar in their desires to be the voice of ag-retail from a policy perspective, from a governmental perspective, from just a general advocacy, industry advocacy perspective. So we see a lot of similarities, and we see a significant importance and need for us to participate because, as we all know in the agricultural arena, we are the minority. Less than 2% of the population is engaged in production agriculture, and so subsequently we need to make sure that we're unified as an industry to have that voice. For me personally, it's been a wonderful connection that I've made. I've been in Canada. I moved actually from the U.S. approximately 6 months ago. Moved to Calgary to manage our Canadian operations. And for me, being able to reach out to the CAAR office and make a connection with the CAAR staff very early on was important. It allowed me the opportunity to meet a few folks that I maybe wouldn't have otherwise met as quickly and early as I did. Additionally, by having conferences such as this and events throughout the year that CAAR membership can engage in, it just creates a wonderful networking opportunity. Above and beyond that, I like the fact that the organization is involved in advocacy and policy making and things like that, and I look forward to being a member of the board of directors for the next 2 years. Well, it's a great question. We touched base upon it a little bit earlier in the fact that when you take a look at the general population, so few of us are actually involved in production agriculture on a day-to-day basis. And whether it's the U.S. or whether it's Canada, I mean, we as agricultural related individuals need to band together and be a united voice. You see the chatter on social media and other forms of media that, for lack of better terms, detest what we do within the production agricultural industry, detest things such as GMOs and otherwise. And it's extremely important for us, probably now more than ever, to band together and be a unified voice and to work together as an industry. And we feel that whether that's the U.S. or Canada, that it's extremely important to do that.
Just a quick follow-up. How do you react to those negative reactions on social media or any other kind of media?
Well, my first reaction would be very passionate. I much like many folks within the industry, I don't appreciate the rhetoric and lies that maybe are displayed via social media. Additionally, when I think about that, though, it just reminds me that the need for us to be involved, the need for us to be advocates as an industry, and truly be intentional with that are more important now than they've ever been.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.